If you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, click that link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord. What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi, and welcome back to the Courtside Financial Podcast, a podcast where we cover the hottest topics in business and technology. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about a topic that's sending shockwaves throughout the global economy. So this is going to be a super interesting episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 10K subscribers before the year is over. If you could help us out with that, we'd be ever so grateful. Thank you for your support. Click the notification bell icon and leave a comment down below. All your engagement really does go a long way in helping out the channel. And so with all that being said, without further ado, let's get into today's episode. So last week, on Friday's episode, I believe, we discussed NIO's CEO William Li pleading out to the U.S. calling for equal access to the market for Chinese electric vehicle companies, calling out what he saw as protectionism, especially with Tesla thriving in China, the biggest EV market in the world. But just when you thought the story couldn't get any more interesting, the Biden administration dropped a bombshell's worth of news on us today. The U.S. has announced a staggering tariff hike on Chinese EVs to go from 25% to 100%. That's right, folks. Tensions are running high, and obviously we know that every action is going to have a reaction. But why the sudden escalation? According to U.S. Trade Representative Catherine Tai, this move is aimed at combating what they see as unfair trade practices in China. But hold on to your hats, folks, because China's not taking this lying down. China's calling this move foul, saying that this tariff hike is a misuse of power and they'll take resolute actions to defend their rights and interests. It's a classic game of tit for tat, but the stakes couldn't be any higher. Now let's dive into some analysis. Fundamentally, this tariff hike represents the weakness of the EV industry in America, in the US. They haven't put up tariff barriers long before the competitors came knocking. Speaking of competitors, BYD is making moves opening factories in Mexico and Hungary. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Some are concerned with the environmental impact, raising valid questions about pollution and regulation. Now let's shift gears a bit. Obviously, I'm not in this camp, but some believe that the tariff hike is a step in the right direction for the US. They see it as a way to level the playing field from what others view as unfair practices in China. Like I said, I'm not in this camp. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just being objective and telling the story as a whole. It's all about reciprocity, they argue. If China wants to sell their cars in the US or the EU, they need to do it the right way, create jobs, invest locally, and play by the same rules. I think that's fair to say, though. But not everyone's on board with that. Some argue that tariffs will only hurt consumers. They're going to be the ones to lose in this game. They feel as if it's going to drive up prices and stifle competition. It's definitely a delicate balance between ensuring that consumers have access to affordable goods while also protecting local industries. And let's not forget about the consumer themselves. They're caught in the middle of a tug of war, with concerns ranging from pricing stability to job security in the environment. So where do we go from here? It's a complex issue with no easy answers. But one thing's for certain, the world of business and technology is never short on drama. Stay tuned as we continue to follow this story and the latest updates. That's going to be it for this installment of the CF podcast. This was definitely an episode that felt pretty good to film. And a story that's pretty interesting to follow. If you found this interesting, helpful, useful, at the very least entertaining, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to that 10K before the year is over. Click the notification bell icon and leave a comment down below. We'll see you in the next installment. Thanks again for watching.